Last night, it's kind of emotional, of my sabbatical. That's what I ended up calling it. Back in September, I left my job, moved out of Oklahoma, and moved out of my house, left everything behind to live in a fifth wheel with a friend of mine, a good friend of mine. And I thought I was gone from Oklahoma for good. That was the plan. I didn't have any plan, expectation coming back. And I feel like I lived about 3 years of life. I got fed up with just with my life in Oklahoma, you know, getting my son taken from me. Wasn't so proud of my childhood. I hated my job, I hated my life, heartbroken. It didn't seem like anything I ever put my effort into was working, right? So I left, I ran as far as I fucking could. I got out of this fucking state. I ran just to get quiet, just to get some noise, away from the noise, you know? And I lived. Then I moved to Denver, met a girl from Oklahoma, and everything just collapsed. It was a victory for all of us. It just didn't feel like it. And it wasn't exactly what I expected. So, came back to Oklahoma, and I've been here for about another month. Got a job and starting it tomorrow. So I labeled this whole thing, going full circle, as a sabbatical. What did I do in my sabbatical? I went to Denver. I climbed. I learned the things that I could do. I proved to myself that I was willing to do what it took to build my life, to make myself happy. That I don't just talk, I actually am a doer. I'm a dreamer. Got 3 jobs in 11 days. Climbed a 10,000-foot mountain. Went to the top, felt the wind through the wind blow through my fingers with no obstructions, just in the very top. Saw the view. Wildlife. Denver city. Lived downtown. And got back here, wrote a bunch of songs, did some videos, got really in tune with my artistry. I feel like I arrived for the very first time, or at least regained knowledge of myself from like when I was like 6, because I've been oppressed since then and until I left, at least. And now I start work tomorrow, back again for corporate America. It's kind of weird. It's almost like I'm doing it for the first time. So I wanted to make this video because this is a celebration. 10300 Little Pond Drive, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73162. January 9th. No, I'm sorry, January 10th. Thursday. And I'm gonna have a drink. We're gonna take shots, we're gonna cheers. Went through massive depression, by the way. Wanted to kill myself. I didn't want to live anymore. I was not convinced on the struggle. I ended up walking away from Christianity, which I think is a good thing. I didn't walk away from my belief in God. When I realized who had to take care of myself, I realized that God wasn't as involved as I was led to believe, and that I would teach others to believe. I'm gonna put some ice in it, so. You see what's going on here? And just kind of sentimental. Oh, look at that. Whew. Let that chill for a second. I'll stop this video about 5 minutes. But I'm grateful for everything that I went through. I don't regret a single moment. I wish it would have went a couple different ways, but I learned and I lived. Through it all, I fucking lived, man. And all I did was put in motion what I'm gonna start doing for the rest of my life. I'm gonna live the rest. I'm 27 years old, and I'm gonna live the fucking rest of my life, and that is a victory, man. And God, it took a lot, but it's a victory. So, cheers to the dreamers and the doers, and cheers to you, David. I'm proud of you. You've done so fucking good, and you owned your mistakes. Humanity. David Shaw out.